Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another video, and today I'll be checking out a new track from Apparitions called Coda. I checked out their track Aokigahara last year on the channel. That breakdown ended up being one of my favorites of the entire year. The structure of that song, I just loved everything about it. So I'm very excited to see a new song from them. Shout out to the band for getting this over to me in time to get a video together. I will link all of their promotional links, social media, the visualizer for this song, all that good stuff in the description of this video. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it.
The red playlist. Oh, that buzz got me. Riffs on this? Yeah.
Gentle pain, born of innocence, withstanding sermons bound to corrupt. Release the pain and the suffering inside, and take advantage of the fireflies. Flying towards the end of the world of what's to come. They're only enough for blood, and the war is far from war. It's far from war.
Guitar work on this is probably my favorite from them.
Existential error. Think with
I know what that means. Being a sucker. For an atmospheric breakdown. This band.
You join them in the crowd.
No.
Apparitions, Coda. Let's discuss. So the first track I ever heard from this band was Poison Butterfly, and then Aokigahara, and now this track, and all that into consideration as their most recent releases, they are a band to absolutely keep your eye on. I've talked a lot on the channel about how more atmospheric stuff, especially in heavy parts of the music, is huge for me in my taste. My favorite band being Invent Anime. I think that's fairly obvious, as it's a huge attribute in their identity as a band and in their sound, and always has been. And that was really something that drew me to them when I heard them for the first time and everything. It's no different with Apparitions. I feel like they, in this breakdown, you can hear it as well, like the Aokigahara breakdown, for one, that structure, which I've mentioned a number of times, it sounded like the pre-chorus the first time the chorus came around, and then it just smacks you with that hang, and it's so brutal. But they don't need to do something like that. Obviously it makes it memorable, but to me this track is memorable for other reasons. That intro riff right away had it going into my favorite riffs playlist, and then there was more to pick from than just that. So not only one, there's plenty, and then you have more tappy type of stuff going on in the chorus, which is absolutely beautiful as well. This is the style of singing that I really enjoy. It's hard to sometimes, like, harder to enjoy a song as much if it has like all of this amazing stuff going on. I mean, it's still, like, for me that's not 100% a game changer if the chorus doesn't hold up, but I feel like Apparitions has this style where it really does. And not only do they bring like that atmosphere, that sort of the soundscapes and stuff into their, you know, the parts where they're singing, the choruses and stuff, but in the heavy parts, as I had already started talking about, that is huge for me. I just feel like they put out choruses that will get stuck in my head. They've got like a bit technical on some of the instrumentals. They've got just what I'm looking for my taste, and I know that a lot of the people who watch my channel more regularly have similar tastes, so hopefully those of you that are maybe hearing Apparitions for the first time will take a listen to the songs that I've mentioned and just like look in their back catalog, because I really do feel like this is one of those bands that has so much promise. I included them last year on my list for bands to watch in 2023, and I feel like this certainly backs me up on that. Obviously there's no way to know for sure, but they just continue to kind of build off that sound and like those aspects that I've mentioned, really enjoying, but keeping it different. I do feel like the tracks that I've mentioned, they have their own identities, which is something I'm continuously bringing up on the videos I've been recording more recently, but it's just such a big thing for me lately, and I think it's something that I've realized more as I've done a few album and EP reactions for this year and like full releases. That's been something that's been important, and I think that goes for singles from a band as well, especially one that I'm fairly new with. I think the first time I listened to Apparitions was like sometime after this point last year, so under a year, certainly. I have no idea when, but I'm not sure entirely. I'll need to go through like the rest of their back catalog and see what it holds, because those songs I mentioned are really the ones I'm familiar with, but I've played them quite a bit, and this will go right on the rotation as well. The part in the second chorus where the pace picks up, and it's just got nothing for me to complain about, really nothing that I would want different from it. I've already talked about the breakdown and how it having the atmosphere that it does really like drives the point for me, puts it above a lot of other things. That is, when it comes to my taste, that is a huge thing for me. So I don't have any complaints on this. It will be going on the playlist for me, getting lots of plays along with their other singles that I've mentioned here. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I really don't think I'd be able to put this against Aokigahara just yet, because of how many times I've gotten to listen to that song and how much I've kind of, got to love it and things like that. This will be a contender though, for sure. I feel like it'd be easy to tell if it was like, this does not compete with it, but it's not that way at all. I feel like it will be up there, and obviously you can't use that same structure that Aokigahara has on every song, or else like that surprise really like wears off. It's what makes it special. So to be able to go back to something a little bit less surprising in terms of the song structure, but have it be just as good and contend with it. That is all I could really hope for, I guess, from this song. More than I could hope for, probably. So very excited to see it, very excited to get some more listening to it, and for whatever they'll do next as well. So shout out to Apparitions for getting this over to me in time to make a video. I'll link all their social media and anything you may need relating to the band in the description. Other than that, you can also find my Linktree, which will have the Patreon link. That is where I've been putting in some extra work aside from the channel lately, kind of reworking the tiers to hopefully roll out some new stuff soon. We have a monthly stream. I make playlists for tier 3, stuff like that. So if you're interested, that'll be there, as well as my link for the invite for the Discord server. That is where the community for my YouTube channel is based. We've got a lot of really lovely people in there. Music related conversation unrelated to music, just a bunch of music lovers in a community. So if you're interested in checking that out, that will be there, as well as any link that you really need related to my channel, my Last FM, my Instagram, all that. So as always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.